I think a lot of people fall in the trap of overthinking, making things a lot harder than it has to be. You think of all the failure and all the hardship that you're going to go through before you even start. And because of that, you don't want to. You want to avoid the hard things. If you're wondering where I'm at right now, I'm currently in Forest City. It's Asia's biggest ghost city, and as you can see in the back, it makes for a really cool backdrop. But the reason I wanted to make this video is kind of just to talk about some things off my mind. And there's a lot of things that I want to do while I'm still young in life, and I feel that I haven't gotten to a lot of them. But at the same time, I have. I took a really big risk with my career. After I graduated from biomedical engineering, I didn't get a job like everybody else did. I went to China and I learned social media from my dad's friend's company. But because of that, I started vlogging my travels. And because of my vlogs, one of my friends found my work and invited me to go to Thailand with her and offered to pay for me to film her event in Thailand. For me, that was a really big risk. I wanted to do it, but I didn't know what it was actually about. My parents were actually worried as hell because I'll be going to Thailand with somebody that, although is very close to me, I had only known for less than a year at the time. And with all the scam center kidnappings going around, they thought I was going to get kidnapped and never come back. But I really wanted to do it. So, you know what? I just said, fuck it. Took a big risk, and that experience changed my life. Through that event, I was able to find kind of my career in freelance videography last year. And with my camera, I traveled to over 10 countries last year, shooting for major tech events. I followed around a lot of founders and made documentaries about their lives and what they're building. It was a blast last year, and my business was doing good. I was able to fund all these trips. I was able to meet all these people, do things that I would never be able to do if I never picked up that camera and vlogged. And it's all because I started. I've been wanting to do vlogs and content and video for a long time, but I've always just stopped myself. When I first got my camera, the Sony a7 III back then, I was already taking photos, and I looked into how to make videos, and it was super complicated, like S-Log, the shutter angle rule. That stuff just made me think, oh my gosh, I don't know what to start. For 5 years since I've been wanting to do video, I didn't do it because it was just so intimidating. I wanted to get the color grade perfect. I wanted to get the setting perfect. My lens wasn't wide enough. The camera didn't have enough stabilization, so I just didn't do it. That all changed after interning at my dad's friend's company, which led to nowhere, but I did learn a lot of things, the basics in video production. And I was traveling at the time, so I said, why not? I wanted to document my experience, my travels in a different way, in some way that I can really watch back on it and have a comprehensive recap of the experience. And so I just did it. Screw all the color grading, screw everything. Just go there, put your camera there and shoot. Point at something, shoot, record. And then afterwards, we'll have the clips, put them together. Don't worry about anything. And that was what led to my freelancing career last year, which I just talked about. And it was amazing. It was fun. I was getting paid very good money to do things that I really want on my own time. But now I'm taking another risk because I think my skills can be used in creating something that I own, a personal brand, and make content to my vision. That's why I came out here in Forest City, Go City, because I want to do my own thing. I want to start my own channel. And this is the first of the type of video where I'm just very candid talking to the camera, because I suck at talking to cameras. I don't know how. I've done this many times. But someone that I met here told me to just do it. What's there to lose, you know? You will only get better when you do something. And she challenged me to make more long-form videos, just the minimum viable prototype. Don't think about scripting. Don't think about over-editing. Just talk to the camera and record down your thoughts. Even if this is shit, if this audio clip if this video clip is garbage, it's fine. I'm still practicing. I'm still talking. I've gotten a lot of just doing it. But sometimes I wish there are things that I did do that I still haven't yet. My grandpa recently had a big fall and he was hospitalized. All my family went to see him, but I couldn't because I was in Canada and now here. I had plans. But it's very sad because he's getting to an age where injuries like these will affect him. It will change him permanently. He won't be able to walk the same. Probably won't be able to think the same. And my grandpa, he has a very cool story that I never learned about. He got into Tsinghua as a Chinese local many, many years ago, which is very, very impressive. If you know Tsinghua, it's China's top university. To get in as a Chinese person, today you need to be top 0.05% of the population. And to get in back in the days, it was even harder. He graduated and he got a job. He had a really important job, which he had to abandon because of the Cultural Revolution. And because of that, he never really reached the financial success that you would expect from somebody of his credential. And I think because of that, our family never treated him with respect. Whenever he loves talking to people, he loves socializing, and he loves to play Chinese chess outside at the park. But my grandma was very against that. She wouldn't let him speak to strangers, wouldn't let him speak to the waiters, and then eventually stopped letting him play chess. I think it comes from a place of love, from overprotectiveness, but years of doing this led to him being sedentary. He couldn't go out, he couldn't talk to people, so he just stayed home, played solitaire all day, watching women's volleyball. And the more that he does this, the more that he's seen as a slouch because he's not doing things around. He's not proactive. He used to cook, but now in the past years, I don't think he's touched the kitchen because he was almost emasculated. People didn't trust him around the kitchen. But not because he wasn't capable, but because they put that label on him and forced him into that role. I think everybody, because of this, treats him a little bit disrespectfully. All right, maybe they don't know the story that he went through, which I still don't. And this is probably my biggest regret, right? I've been wanting to talk to him about his story. Let him tell me his story for a long time. Maybe a year. But every time I go back to visit them, it's very hectic. People are shouting, things are happening, you're getting pulled away. There was no quiet moment to sit down, just one-to-one, me and him, and we can talk. But I would just tell myself, hey, I'm coming back to China anyways, so I'll visit him, maybe in a few months. But now that he's had this injury and I've seen how he is, and I've seen how tirelessly my family had to be to take care of him around the clock, even though he's at the hospital, made me realize that maybe I don't have as many chances as I really think. And maybe when I first thought about it, I should have just done it. There was nothing stopping me. It's really that simple. I just had to sit down with him and ask him the questions. But I never did because I thought that I would get to do it again. I thought I had more opportunities. I think the good thing is that I technically still do. He's still with us right now. I think his conditions are stable. And I am going back to China very soon. But because of this injury, he's starting to show signs of Alzheimer's, dementia. He would wake up at night doing random actions that he didn't really have reasons for. Just walking around, muttering things to him, flipping on and off the light switches. So I don't know if he'd be able to tell me and remember his story the same as he did when he was younger, when he had clearer mind. So this is as much of a message to you guys as it is to myself. Don't overthink things. Doesn't matter if you're 20, 30, 40, 50. If you want to do something, you just gotta do it. You don't have to overplan. You don't have to fear failure. Because what's the worst that could happen? Failure? Sure. And then what happens? You start again, you move on to something else. But most of the time, you'll find that you figure things out along the way. It's not going to be easy. Nothing in life is. Nothing you want that is good in life is easy. And that's why a lot of people never do the stuff they want. They never live the life that they want. So the key is to just do it. Anyways, it's getting dark, so I should head back. But yeah, stay tuned for more talks like this. If you want to follow my journey, I have a lot more videos and projects coming up, and I would love for you guys to go on this journey together with me. Yeah. Thanks.